All right, welcome Team Bold and Beautiful to our Sunday night call. I'm so excited that you are here in person or watching the recording. Morgan and I and Liv are here and we are just leading this call. And at first, we just want to welcome you and just welcome you into our tribe. We're so excited that you're here and you're a part of us. And then I'm going to give it to Morgan as she talks about some awesome announcements for Team Bold and Beautiful, awesome takeaways and some really cool things that are coming up.
I am really excited. September 1st starts off our Get Over Your Damn Self book club. It's the first book club actually Bold and Beautiful has run together in our team page. So I'm really stoked about it because I feel like it's just another way for us to connect and work together and grow together. And I'm particularly excited about this book because not only is there some personal development concepts in it, but it's also a lot of professional development. And I think sometimes we lose sight of that. In our growth journey, it's so important for us to fix what's between our ears, right? Or gain perspective or gain new knowledge. But as we're working on ourselves, we also need to remember that we're running a business. So doing personal development and professional development is really going to help accelerate you forward. And I hope that the structure of this will be really beneficial too. So understanding that not everyone gets to read a physical book every day. I'm going to, there are 16 chapters. So I'm going to run the book club over 32 days and I'll give you 2 days to read each chapter, just in case you need a day to catch up. I don't like participating in book clubs where I feel like I get behind on things. So we'll give you 2 days to read each chapter and I'll post kind of under the daily graphic about what chapter, your top takeaway, and then I'm thinking after the first 2 weeks and then after we're done with the book, I would love to run a Zoom or take part of our Bold and Beautiful Zoom, just maybe 15 minutes and chat about it in person versus just commenting below a post, because sometimes I think conversation is beneficial as well. So that's kind of going to be the structure. So finish up what you're reading right now, get the book ordered. If you've read it before, do it again, because you always pick up other things while you read it a second time. At least I am right now. I'll be reading it for the third time with you guys, but I want to make sure that we're all organized to get together. Yes, it will be right in the team page. So it's not going to be a separate group. And then we can archive it in our team page then. So someone that would want to go through the book can go through and see what our group has already done. So I'm very, very pumped about that. And along with focusing on professional development, I've also been trying to get my business more organized. And I brought myself back to the basics last week. And I used to run my business based off of a tracker, which would give me an outline, structure, focus, and it would hold me accountable to the business activities that I should be doing every day, self-care, and then what I should also be doing to grow my business. So I created a BeYOUtiful routine for Team Bold and Beautiful. And after this call, I'll be posting that tracker in the team page for you guys to utilize in your own businesses. So I thought that would be, it'll always be in the files tab then, so we can point our new coaches to it. I'll post it in the PDF form and the Word document form because some people's brains work a little differently than mine. So if you want to alter it then from the Word document form into something that works better for you, you take it and you run with it. But when you're working from a list, you will definitely hit more of those follow-ups, but then also stay accountable to getting at least those 5 connections made each day. So those are my 2 announcements.
Yay. So many incredible things going on for Team Bold and Beautiful. I really hope that you guys all, especially those of you listening to this recording, really jump into this. Like Morgan is doing such an amazing job taking the time and just spearheading this whole idea for a book club, which the 3 of us, are really, really appreciative for, because this book is so awesome. I know I read it probably the beginning of last year, and it was something that just fired me up. The author does a really great job of just really honing in, like she said, the personal and the professional personal development. And that's all something that we need, especially as we are business owners. We are all CEOs in some capacity. So really, really taking it seriously, diving into this book and making it happen. And then, yeah, just like Tori said, this is awesome that we're going back to the basics and we're really diving into the tracker. So that leads us to the next part of this call. I really was sitting there thinking about what would be beneficial for you guys. What would help you learn how to be successful in this business? And the number one thing for you to be able to know is to see how how we make it happen. So success is duplicatable in any capacity, but it's a matter of sharing it and showing other people. So the very first thing that I want you to write down, if you have a piece of paper, I really want you to write this down. This is the logic behind how I run my power hours. I know Morgan probably runs it a little bit different. Sarah runs it a little bit different, but the components within what we do are the same. Now, I've told you guys before, do I ever sit down and really do my entire business in an hour? Hardly ever do I do that. I do a lot of time pockets, but again, it's in the same structure. So the very first thing that I check is my coach online back office, my COO. It is the most important thing for you to check. And I don't want you to tell me, well, I don't have any coaches, I don't have any customers, I don't have anything. Well, guess what? You are a business owner and you need to know what's going on in your back office. It is a very, very strategic way for you to just look at what's going on in your business, whether it's to see how many coaches you have below you, to make sure that you're active and you have at least 90 PV if you are working this business, 52 if you're just trying to stay active, and to see how much volume is below you, to see how you can kind of get to that place where you're at a cycle. Shout out to my girl Kayla, who's on this call, literally signed up in 25 seconds and decided to sign up 2 coaches, hit Emerald before Thursday, got her first cycle, got to experience what that was and tap into the team, all because she is on Team Bold and Beautiful and she's in such a great spot. So no matter where you are in this business, no matter where you're placed on anybody's downline, whether you're on mine, Sarah's, or Morgan's, you're in a situation where you have coaches who are working this business who are going to help you be successful. That's why this is a team business. It's not like a pyramid scheme. You're never going to reach the top kind of thing. It's not that. We are helping each other out. So that's why you need to check your back office. A lot of coaches that are newer are going to be like, and this happened to be something that Kayla had said to me, well, hey, there's a coach underneath me. Do I need to put it on the other side? And I love that question because it makes me feel like, yes, they're paying attention to their back office and they see it. But no, that's not your coach, but that's coaches that I'm putting underneath you. That's coaches that the team is putting underneath you to help you build residual income in the long run. So that's why it's so important for you to check your back office. So that needs to be the number one thing that you do every single day, no matter what. The next thing is adding people to your network, whether you're using Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube, whatever it is, you need to add people to your network. I know I have a couple of amazing nurses on this call. I know we have social workers. I know we have moms. I know we have just a whole array of people on this call right now, and those watching the recording. Use hashtags to find incredible people that are going to be like your tribe, that are going to come into the network, that are going to make a difference, and who you really can attract that way. And then the next thing, you're going to interact with pictures and stories by tagging things and shouting out people and commenting. Then you're going to send out 30 invites. Tonight I'm adding in another kind of component, but any normal day it would just be adding up or posting a post. But tonight I'm challenging every single one of you to put up a coaching post. And then the very last thing is respond to messages. And the reason why I put the last thing as responding messages is because if you take a look at anybody's inbox, it's very, very distracting when you have a bunch of missed messages that you're trying to get involved, and then all of a sudden you're doing one thing and then you get distracted and trying to respond to something. Just put it at the end so that you stay focused on what you need to get done, so that the responses are the very last thing. So with that being said, we are going to do that for the remaining of the call. I'm just going to play some PD that we were listening to, and I would like every single one of you to just check your back office. If you have questions, Morgan and I are here. Please just drop them below. I'm happy to answer them openly. If you want to message me or Morgan privately, I'm fine with that too. But yes, that would be awesome, Morgan, if you could post that in the tracker, or the tracker on the team page. So Morgan's posting that too, and you can use that as well. So yeah, if everybody just kind of wants to, I know that people are on their phone, you can minimize your Zoom screen, dive into your laptop and check your back office. And as you guys are doing that, I'll kind of do that as well with you. But I want to play some PD, but if you have any questions, just feel free to ask.
I found that nothing in life is worthwhile unless you take risks. Nelson Mandela said, there is no passion to be found playing small, settling for a life that's less than the one you're capable of living. I'm sure your experiences in school and applying to college and deciding which one is more like, I'm sure that all you to be so passionate to fall back on. But I never understood that concept. I mean, fall back on. If I'm going to fall, I'm going to fall back on me. Except my faith. I want to fall forward. I figure at least this way I'll see what I'm going to do. Fall forward. And if you're going to do anything at all, the only time you're going to get any joy out of it is if you do it well. You see, when we do something well, it gives us a feeling of self-esteem, pride, we feel like a winner. But if we do things in an average way, it doesn't give us anything. It doesn't give us anything. We do it in an average way, it doesn't give us anything. But if we do it in an exceptional way, it makes us feel wonderful about ourselves. That's why the company said if we made to excellence, are not hundreds of percent better in any given area. What they are is they are 1 or 2% better in 100 different areas.
Hi guys, for those of you who are working, keep checking your back office. For those of you who are just getting on the call, we're just going through a power hour of what we would do to run our business. I'm going to give you guys about a couple more minutes to kind of look at your back office, your coach online office, and just kind of look throughout there, kind of figure out what's going on, make sure that you're active, check your volume. And if you guys have any questions on how to do that, just drop them below and I'm here to answer them. I'm happy to share my screen with you as well. But this is something that's so important. If you are really truly running this business as a CEO, you need to check your back office. So whatever it is that you guys need, me and Morgan are here to help. Yes, so that's a great question. Emily said, can you go through where to find PV, why we want 50 versus why we want 90? So that's a great question. My computer goes so slow when I share my screen. So hold on really quick. Let me stop my share and explain to you guys why, hopefully I'm coming back. I'll explain to you guys why there's a difference. So when you are at 52 PV, that means that you are just ordering certain things to make you stay active. You are either on some type of energize or a boost or something, where as a 90 PV, that tells me that you're either on something home direct. So you are either getting Shakeology or you're getting a performance stack. And the reason why those two things are very different is as you rank advance, you have to have a certain personal volume or PV point in order to achieve that rank. So truly, as a diamond, you technically need 100 PV points underneath you. So you need a home direct, so the 90 PV, plus you need to be having at least a couple customers underneath you in order to be acknowledged as a diamond coach. As a 1-star, 2-star, 3-star, those numbers go up. And the reason why it's important and the reason why you need to make sure that you're ordering is because you're the product of the product. If you're showing up for your team and you're showing up for other people and you're trying to bring in challengers and you're trying to help people just get healthy and happy, you have to show them that you're also doing the same thing. Morgan, do you have anything to say about the difference between 90 PV and 52 PV?
No, I think just a reminder that the more PV, the more you're moving forward in your personal journey and helping other people move forward in their journey. So I try not to attach like a rank or a status to that volume number, but just use it as a guideline to be like, that's how invested I am in my business currently. So that's kind of my take on it.
Yeah. And then Emily, to find your PV, if you go into monitor my business and then you look at where your volume is, so team volume, you'll also see at the very top, you'll see your volume. You can see your volume at the front page as well. And that's a good indicator. But honestly, truly, if you are ordering Shakeology every single month, and if you have the performance stack every single month, you're hitting 90 PV. So all right, guys. So I think that, oh yeah, what's up?
My only thing is like, so I want to do all of it. Absolutely. Like that's my plan. But like since I'm expecting, like I don't do the shakes just because like, I don't know, doctor said, keep doing what you've been doing, otherwise, I mean, I can do it, I'm sure, but like, I'm just not going to yet. So like, obviously I've been doing just like mainly, the beach bars and stuff like that. But like, I want to do like the Energize and like the performance pack, the hydrate, like all that stuff and the Shakeology. But like, that's kind of where I'm at right now. Like, I'm kind of like stuck.
Yeah.
Like,
So if you feel like you aren't in that place where you want to do that yet, then just finding different things that could help you. So maybe you won't drink Energize or Shakeology or Recover, but you are getting the beach bars, you're getting the digestive health boost or the greens boost to kind of help with that. And then clothing too, guys, adds to your volume as well.
Okay. Yeah, because that's kind of where I'm stuck. And I'm like, I want to do it all. And like, I was telling Tori, I'm like, I can't wait until she's here so I can like just, dig into all of it, because that's one thing that's hard right now, is especially trying to get people like under with me and stuff like that. But
yeah, and maybe Morgan can speak to that too as a nurse and a mom. So
yes.
Maybe she can kind of add her.
Yeah, what's the background that you're not using those things?
So I 6.5 months pregnant right now. So yeah, so like I just kind of like researched a bunch of stuff. Google, it's great. Anyhow, no, I just figured I'm not going to do the Shakeology yet just because my body's not used to it. I know like Tori told me some of you guys that have kids and stuff have did it, but I don't know. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, so I drank Shakeology, used Energize and Recover through my whole pregnancy. One thing I have 100%, and I'm not telling you have to, this is just my story. I'm not telling you have to do a certain thing.
Yeah.
But Shakeology, Recover, Energize, it's all natural. There's no fake ingredients. So like, even think about things you're putting in your body. Like there's a lady at work that really likes Crystal Light. It's all artificial coloring, artificial dyes, artificial sweeteners. In the products that we have, there is zero of that. And those are the things that are harmful.
Yes.
Using Google, it's going to tell you all sorts of crazy things about Shakeology, just because Google will tell you like being constipated is cancer and you're dying. As a healthcare provider, we really try to tell people to stay away from Google and seek like credible resources. But the cool thing about Shakeology is that those ingredients are all natural, and it was totally researched and developed by a backed source. So there's a whole division of Beachbody that tests those things. And the reason they say you need to be careful if you're pregnant or breastfeeding is because it's a CYA statement. It's a cover your ass statement, because there are certain people with certain like clotting disorders or blood disorders or things that maybe Shakeology really wouldn't be okay for them. And they can't say it would be okay 100% of the time for every person. That's why they have to say to avoid it. So if you're really excited to try those things, one thing you could consider is starting with like a half a scoop of Shakeology or a half a scoop of Energize or half a scoop of Recover, just to see how your body reacts to it. If it makes you feel really cruddy right now, then, don't do it. But you could even get a sampler or something. Sorry. Lip stocking too. And with Energize, one thing that I did during my pregnancy was I only did use a half a scoop because I also like to drink coffee, and you're supposed to drink less than 200 milligrams of caffeine a day for being pregnant. And there's 100 milligrams in a scoop of Energize. So I figured if I did half, it was 50, and then I could still safely have my 1 cup of coffee a day, and I'd stay well under that cap. So I don't know if that helps at all. I made some videos about exercising through pregnancy, Shakeology through pregnancy, and the performance line through pregnancy that you definitely could watch after this if you wanted a little more information about what it looks like for me.
yeah, because I've been telling Tori, I'm like, I'm so excited to make all these coffee shakes because I love coffee and stuff. I can only have one cup, and I'm like, I can't wait till I can have all of it, But
I know.
that, and I read, to drink or try half of it, and then and later in the day you can do the other half if you wanted to, if you're okay with it. But I haven't had any sickness or anything this whole time, so like nothing's really affected me or her. So
Yeah.
first kid, that's how it goes. But
I know. Yep. It was my first babe too. My first babe
okay,
too. But a healthy
perfect.
mom is a healthy baby, and making sure that you're getting all those vitamins and minerals is absolutely the best thing you can do for yourself and your baby during your pregnancy.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
But one more question. Sorry, guys, I'm like taking over all your guys' Zoom.
You're learning about pregnancy and the
No,
products.
right?
Perfect.
It's amazing. Did you continue taking your prenatal when you started the Shakeology? Because I had read and stuff about extra like too much vitamins, and then Renee could probably pop into, but
I did not. Shakeology was my prenatal vitamin for my entire
yes.
pregnancy, with the exception of folic acid. There is not enough folic acid for pregnancy in Shakeology, so I took 800 micrograms of folic acid in the pill form, and then I used Shakeology as my multivitamin.
Okay, yeah, because I just take it like a prenatal gummy right now. And then
yeah, the only thing that's really different about a prenatal vitamin for women is the amount of folic acid in it. So
okay.
yeah.
I'm going to try that. Made my day.
Yeah, totally.
Awesome. Okay, thank you guys.
You're welcome. And I'm so glad that you could get those answers. And for anybody else who's like soon to be mommies or anything like that.
You never know. It might happen. You don't even plan on it. So
yeah. And then Jess just hopped on as well, and she is pregnant as well, and I know she drinks Shakeology too. But I'm really glad that those questions got answered, and I'm looking at King's like face all on the screen, so that's awesome. So yeah, so number one thing is definitely to check your coach online office, kind of just get accustomed to it. That's a great question, Emily, about like the PV and the 90 versus 52. But regardless, at all times, you have to be active. Like, it's the most important thing in the world. So, and then Morgan, just to let you know, Kayla tried to open up the tracker and it just has a header and the rest is black. So just an FYI. But moving.
I wonder if she opened the Dream Team one. The Dream Team one is only a header. I posted 3 things in there.
Okay.
I posted the routine tracker and the Dream Team one. The routine one should have all of it.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, so as we move into the next thing, we talked about it. It's add people to your network. And that is just simply going onto Instagram, Facebook, somewhere that you streamline. Most of my stuff is done on Instagram. So what I would do is open up my Instagram app. I would click right onto the search. So the little magnifying glass at the bottom, I would go to the top where it would say search. I would switch it to hashtags or tags because it goes top, people, and then tags. And then already my stuff is already kind of loaded as to what I search for. So nurse practitioner is one of the ones that I search, healthcare provider, nurses of Instagram, mommy, like these, just throwing this out there, like different things that you can like look for, boy mom, karate mom, like different things that I know that you guys are into and that you do. Those are the different things that you can kind of look and see what's important to you. And kind of attract people that way. So very first thing, when I pull up nurse practitioner, I see a bunch of really cute nurses, and then I'm just like clicking, and then I go to their page. And what I do is I like a couple of if I really look at their profile and really think that they would attract to my vibe really well, I click on 3 of their pictures. I like it. I'll click follow, and then I'll comment on 1 picture. And that's what I do over and over again as I build people into my business and into my tribe. Because what's going to happen is the more I add people to my network, the more people are going to see my posts, the more people that are going to see my story. So right now I'm going to give you guys about 5 minutes to do that. So again, ask any questions, throw ideas, throw hashtags, whatever it is that you need to do. But I'm going to give you some time. This is your time right now to really dig into your business and work.
You just have to be a little tiny bit different in the critical areas and make a difference. And you can achieve that. In culture, I know that it's written the quad. Claude into this elbow and you shoot right into the claw. There's like 4 people in the claw. sophisticated. Only study and practice makes you. Only study and practice makes you cultured. And only study and practice makes you happy. Study and practice makes you rich. Fall forward. This is what I mean. Reggie Jackson struck out 2,600 times in his career, the most in the history of baseball. But you don't hear about the strikeouts. People remember the home runs. Fall forward. Thomas Edison conducted 1,000 failed experiments. Did you know that? I didn't know that. Because the 1,001st was the light bulb. Fall forward. Every failed experiment is one step closer to success. You've got to take risks, and I'm sure you've probably heard that before. Basically, in every single one of us, every human being out there, there are two of us. There's two people. The first person in each person is called the ego, or I call it the ego. E-G-O. Guide only. This is the part of us that says who I am is separate from you, separate from God, separate from my environment, and therefore I'm in competition with, and my value is based upon how much I get, how much my stuff is worth, how much better looking I might be, or how much more attractive I might be, how much more money I might have, the value of my possessions, and so on. What is mine? So it's not mystical awareness, which says I am connected. It is that individual lower level of awareness, which says my ego. This is mine. Also, in each and every one of us, there's another person. And this other person is called what I call the sacred self, the higher self. And this sacred or higher self really doesn't care how much you get. It doesn't care who you're better than. It doesn't care how much stuff you have. It's not interested in any of that. The problem is that we very seldom listen to it. We pay very little attention. This higher or sacred part of us wants only one thing. It wants us to be at peace. Whatever choice you make in every interaction you have, make the choice to be at peace, your sacred or higher self. Whereas your ego is much more important to be right. And so we find people in relationships struggling a lot. And one of the things that they struggle about is who's right and who's wrong. Most of the fights that you have in your relationship, basically, when you solve this, but it's basically who's right and who's wrong. So that if you want to have your higher or your sacred part of you ruling in your life, I suggest this to you. Practice being kind rather than right. Watch now, here's more point. Sometimes we don't honor and appreciate our own set of values and honor where we're already successful and failure, if you want to call it that. And we compete ourselves or compare ourselves to somebody else, put them on a pedestal, give them authority. We need ourselves instead of acknowledge ourselves. We make ourselves insecure.
All right, guys. I hope you guys added a lot of people to your network. Jess had an awesome takeaway where she was saying, so Michelle had asked, how do I bring nurses? How do I attract nurses to my page? And this goes for anybody. It's just not nurses. This is like, how do I bring moms? How do I bring dog moms? How do I bring all these different people? How do I attract my tribe? And she said, having the ability to go down to part-time, loving what I do and having no intention on ever quitting completely, but having more freedom for my family. This is just a couple of ideas, or being able to move to day shift and not being scared of the pay difference due to no differential. So that's powerful, being able to talk about that. So when you're going through, and I just did it, and it's kind of funny, it happened all in a span of 5 minutes. I found this nurse practitioner, commented on about 5 of her pictures, or liked about 5 of her pictures, commented on one, hit follow, and then as I was going to the next one, I saw that she followed me back and she commented on one of my pictures. Now that means that gives me opportunity to then go into the next part where I'm watching her stories and I'm interacting with her, that then will lead to a genuine conversation of me inviting her to this incredible opportunity. So that's how you engage with them and how you connect with them, is through the posts, and hopefully they come back to your page. And then that way you can kind of connect with them on the ways that Jess is talking about. Well, hey, I would love to tell you about this opportunity. It allowed me the freedom to be able to take a full maternity leave or switch to day shift or, become a school, whatever the situation is, where you can talk to them and really connect with them on a deeper level. And that kind of, as you're adding people, the people that you add, the people that you interact with, they're going to become people that are constantly popping up. So that's when you start to interact with their pictures, interact with people's stories. And this goes for people that you've been following, that you've been talking to. So there's a feature in Instagram. If you go to your DM section, you can actually star conversations. And you can go back to that at any time. So if you open up your app and you go up to the top where the little circle, the blue thing, well, I think mine is blue. If you don't have any message, it's just white. It's like a white arrow. And at the top where it says search, if you hit that on the right-hand side where the three little bars are, and you switch it to starred, you actually can pull up all of the starred conversations and have interactions with just those people. So these are people that have told me that they're interested, have interacted on my post, who have been having conversations with me, and I really want to get them in. So what I do is I click on them, I go to their profile, I see what they've been posting, comment on it, I see what they've been posting on their story, and I go interact with that. So I'll give you guys a couple minutes to do that, and then we'll move into the next thing. And again, at any time, drop any questions that you have, but really, truly, this is your opportunity to work your business. And if you guys are on your phone, you absolutely can minimize yourself. If you hit the home screen, if you're on an iPhone, if you're on something else, I'm not exactly sure how that works, but you totally can minimize your screen and just pop back up on the Zoom whenever you're done. So I don't want you to not work your business because of it.
Hey, Mariah.
Yeah.
Can you explain to Shannon what we're doing? She just hopped on real quick.
Yeah, we're running our power hour. So what we're doing is just going through the business and just kind of talking about what different points that we do, Shannon, and just kind of working through it together. The first thing that we did, we checked our back office, we added some people looking at certain hashtags that connect with us, and now we're interacting with people's posts. So feel free to just jump in wherever you are and just kind of, right now we're interacting with people that we've been talking to, so you can feel free to do that right now on Instagram or Facebook. All right, guys. So I hope you are interacting with people. There was an awesome question that came up in the chat that I just wanted to address. As a nurse practitioner, somebody who takes care of patients all the time, you guys have no idea how many times I have parents come in and their reaction is, oh my God, I watch you on Instagram and you're so amazing. And I'm like, oh my God, okay, I didn't know that. That's so weird. But in my mind, I'm like, you know what? That's awesome. I sit there and I take that with so much love, because not only do they follow me on Instagram, not only do they think I'm inspirational, but they also want me to be their kid's pediatrician. And that's where I find so much value in that. And the reason why I am okay with that, the reason why my bosses are okay with that, is because the content that I put out on Instagram is not negative. It is not demeaning. I don't post anything inappropriate, and I have identified who my patients are, and if my patients ever want anything from me through Beachbody, I know where to send them, because I'm not signing up as a coach. That's my only conflict of interest. So I know that there are a couple of teachers on here, a couple of people that are just really hesitant about whether or not they should make their page public. And the truth is, Morgan's a nurse, Emily's a nurse. I've had patients who literally I've taken care of since day one of birth, who are now 4 years old. If I see them in the grocery store, I'm not going to be like, oh my God, HIPAA, I can't talk to you. Like, that's not the case at all. I'm going to interact with them just like I would anybody else. So because they choose to follow me on social media, as long as I'm not talking or making a conflict of interest or talking about patient stuff or anything like that, like, they've reached out to me, and that's not an issue. As far as me talking with HIPAA compliance and different situations where I've been in, where, of course, people are getting, in situations where they shouldn't be. If somebody's coming out to you or reaching out to you, there's nothing wrong with that. But in the sense of your Instagram or Facebook being public, I truly don't think that you're going to be able to run a successful business if it's not. Because the same thing that happens is when I'm going through my story and I'm liking people's stuff, or I'm sitting there trying to send invites, and all of a sudden I see their bio, nothing in their bio says that they're a coach. I send them a message, and their first response back to me is, oh, I just started coaching. And you're like, why is your page not public? Like, nobody's going to know who you are. If anybody sits there and types in Mariah White or Dr. Fit White or anything, they're going to see my page and they're going to be able to say, what is this girl into? Or, okay, she does something to promote health and happiness. So that's why I talk about having your page public and really being able to be something that people can go to. And another thing too is, if you are helping a challenger and they are getting awesome results and they want to refer somebody to you and your page is private, they won't be able to stalk you for a little bit to figure out even if you're their vibe, if that makes sense. So that's the reasons why I think everybody's page should be public, regardless of, I don't know. I don't think there's an excuse in the book for me to be like, oh yeah, I'm absolutely behind you 100% to have a private page. So that's the only thing.
Yeah, I would say definitely go through, oh, I'll make it public. And I'm like, okay. And then I don't. I'm like, but I don't, you follow me and stuff like that. Like, I don't ever post anything inappropriate. That's just kind of where I, sit at. I'm just like, well, I have high school students and I'm a young school nurse. So, and it doesn't bother me, but I just didn't know what your thoughts are, but seeing it from your perspective is the same way. It's no different than when I was at the clinic and people followed me and were friends with me. So,
right.
I think absolutely. It's really hard to expand your team because there's only so many people. Like, how many followers do you have? There's only so many people you could reach within your small little private thing. And then I was also going to say, so when you do go and like people's photos and you're liking 3 of their photos, and like that girl went back to Mariah's page and liked her photos or whatever and comment on it, they can't do that back to you. So they're probably like, why the heck is this girl liking 4 of my pictures? Because then they try to go to your page and they're like, who is this girl? Why is she liking all my photos? Because she can't see anything and she can't see that you are inspirational and you're trying to do something good about it.
That's a great point.
Public, private.
Yeah, that's a great point. So yeah, mic drop on that one. Okay, so if nobody else has any questions about interactions or adding people to their network, the very next thing that I want you guys to do right now, like no matter what you're doing, except for Morgan, I don't care what you're doing right now. I want you to send out 30 invites. And this is how quick it is. I'm giving all of us 5 minutes to send out 30 invites. whether it's somebody that you've been talking to or just plain out, you are sending an invitation to somebody to join you. The reason why, and I am reading this book, it's called Crushing It by Gary Vaynerchuk. He is like my spirit animal. Like, oh, he's like right there with me. He sat there and had the greatest example. And this is why I'm going to object to anybody who's like, oh, I don't want to send an invite. Okay, you're going to dinner. You're going to dinner with your significant other to meet up with a set of friends. You sit there and you go to dinner, and all of a sudden those friends invite people that you don't know. They invite them to the table. You guys are all having dinner. So there's 3 couples going on. You don't know them from Adam. You get to know them. You introduce yourself. You talk to them. And guess what? You just so happen to be an interior designer. And they just so happen to be redoing their entire house. Are you not going to tell them that you're an interior designer? Are you not going to hand them your business card so that you can help them? Are you not going to say anything because you just met them? No. Because guess what? You have something that they need. You have something that you can offer to them to change their life. Whether they accept the invitation of you being an interior designer and can like, wow, change their entire house, you tell them about it. None of you right now at this table or in this call be like, oh yeah, if I was at that table, I would just keep it hush and I wouldn't say that I'm an interior designer. You would just be like, oh my God, I'm an interior designer and I would love to help you. I would love for you to see my stuff. Here's my business card. All of you would do that. Just like you guys do that in your line of work. You talk about it and you're passionate about it. So no matter where I go, if somebody asks me what I do, I'm a pediatric nurse practitioner and a health and happiness coach. Oh, what does that have to do with anything? Like, what is that? And I dive in and I talk about it because I'm proud of it. So when you're sitting there and you're hesitant about invites, I want you to think about you have something to change someone's life. If you are being selfish enough to not share that with somebody, you are on the wrong team. I, Morgan, and Sarah are on a mission to inspire and empower incredible people to dream big and bold and to go after their wildest dreams. And that means sharing this opportunity. So that means that you need to buckle down, put on your big girl panties, and send out some invites starting now. 30 of them. Go. And as you guys are diving deep, an invitation does not mean, hey girl, how are you? An invitation is not, hi beautiful, you look great. An invitation is, hi beautiful, how are you? Seriously, you are the sweetest. I'm reaching out to you to say thank you. I see your constant support on my social media and my posts, and I truly appreciate it. I truly believe in your dreams and that you are so deserving and so worthy of conquering them. And I want to help in any way to get you there. I have a wellness tribe starting, and I would love for you to be a part of it. That is a direct invitation. That is not creepy. That's not weird. They watch my stories. They like my posts. They know who I am. Invite them. Send the message. I believe in you. All right, guys. So I know you guys were sending out tons of messaging. I really do, by the end of the day, I want you to hit 30. And the best way that I do it is I swipe up on my Instagram stories and see who is following my stuff because they're consistent. They know who I am. I show up every day. And then I also go to see who has liked my posts, and then I connect with them that way. And I send out invites. And then the very last thing that I'm going to have you guys do on your own time is respond to all of your messages. And the easiest way that you can do that here on Instagram, again, if you go into your DM box, hit on the right side, and you hit unread, just like you can do starred, you can get all your unread messages answered in one big swoop. It typically takes a little bit of time to answer it, depending on how many responses you get. But that way you are being able to send messages back and forth, you're able to reach out to them, you're able to send canned responses. And then one really good thing that I get to see right now on this call, I just saw Tori doing it. She interacted with somebody via video. So a lot of times, a lot of us are used to just texting, but I know that when I'm interacting with somebody, and they're interested in something, I will send a video back to them and I'll just say, hey sister, like I'm so excited for you to get started. I sent you the email, take your time, look at it, send me any questions you have, but I seriously can't wait to start with you. And that's what I do. I engage with them. So then the whole conspiracy of like cold inviting, that doesn't exist. They know who I am. They know who I portray myself on social media, and then when I act like that with them on that platform, they realize that I'm a real human being and I really mean what I have to say. And that is why I have been successful. I've hit Success Club 12 this month. I hit Success Club 12 back in, I don't know, like a couple days ago, and then I hit Success Club 6 in my other business. And then on that note, I've helped to make my boyfriend's business also an emerald business and pushing to really hit diamond by our team's goal of September 10th. So I'm really pushing for that. And the reason why I'm able to do that is because I am a no BS send out invite person, because I connect with people on a deeper level. They see my posts, they see my stories, and they aren't hesitant based on me just sending them a blanket invite. And I share that with you, not for comparison. I share that with you because I want you to duplicate what I'm doing. Stop thinking and just send the message. If Sarah would have thought for 20 seconds longer of sending me that message, I wouldn't be here, guys. And that's what I think of. I would be 6 feet under. There would be no Team Bold and Beautiful. Maybe if Morgan would have called it that. Who knows what the situation would have been, but do not hesitate on sending a message. And that's why it's so important. So the last two things that I want you guys to do on your, or the three last things that I want you to do before the end of the night: finish sending at least 30 messages, respond to all your messages. And then I want every single one of you to post a post on Instagram and Facebook, and even talk about it on your stories. So all three of those platforms about coaching. Whether it's this call, whether it's a friend that you have taken a picture with, whether it's the opportunity of financial freedom, whether it's just connecting in a deeper level on a community and really diving into personal development and getting to know other incredible women across the United States, Canada, and the UK. Morgan, do you want to snap a picture really quick, or do you have to like hop off right this second? I'll wait till she responds, and then everybody
let me just adjust something quick. And I'll
Okay. Just live. Okay, guys, if you can hop on to everybody's phones are popping up. Yes, I like it. I want to see your beautiful faces because I want to take a picture. Jen, Jess, I want all of you guys to be safe if you're driving. But Kayla, there we go. There's Jen. Morgan's adjusting. Jessica, if you can, if you're not driving, if you're driving, please be safe. I'm going to give her like 25 seconds. Okay. Tori, you did not just do that. I can't handle you right now. Okay.
Whenever I eat my blueberry shake, I always have blueberries in my teeth, and I didn't want to smell blueberry in my teeth.
I promise we can't see that.
Remember, you're supposed to own it if you do have stuff in your teeth.
Right. Oh, show.
Uh-huh.
Okay. All right. Get ready. I'm trying to find my keys. Okay. Everybody take a big smile. Perfect. And then if you guys want to snap a picture really quick on Instagram, Morgan, I know your hands are full, so I'll snap one on my phone and I'll send it to you. Okay. If you guys want to smile. Perfect. All right. If you guys have to hop off, that's awesome. I'm going to end the recording now. Team Bold and Beautiful, you are amazing. And I'm so excited. I hope you guys got a lot out of this call, a lot out of this power hour. For anybody who needs to stay on, though, I'm happy to open up questions and just kind of answer them as your coach, as your leader, and as your mentor.